Good afternoon, what a lovely day, everyone. Thought I'd share a couple things with yous, including this lovely little spot at Sequim Bay State Park. This is literally, so let's zoom out a tiny. This is 45 seconds from my vehicle. Literally just 45 seconds up that trail. While I don't mind showing my face today, we're going to keep you pointed out towards the pretty view. Because pretty view. I have started a health journey, a weight loss journey. I started at 395 pounds, and I've done quite a number of things, but honestly what has worked best for me is seated at this nice little bench is just calorie count. Just go onto a free website. Type in your information and get your basic metabolic rate. The one I use is calculator.net or .com or something. And the biggest thing to adjusting is just adjusting to writing down everything you eat and do your best guesstimate. Do your best estimate and guess as to the calories you're consuming. And that's literally been it. For me, I've been the last handful of years been living a rather sedentary lifestyle. So my calorie counts and metabolic rates have all been revolving around a sedentary lifestyle. And I've also learned that it's good to, as tempting as it may seem, avoid losing weight too quickly. Because when you lose weight too quickly, you start to cannibalize, or to avoid the word cannibalize, you'll lose muscle mass. So for me, my goal primarily is to lose only fat, or excess fat, I should say. So I have settled on what seems reasonable to me is to set my calorie count 500 calories per day, less than my resting metabolic rate, and call that a day. And if you're doing the gym or you work or you have a really active lifestyle, sorry for the camera being cattywampus, then just adjust accordingly. For me, that's 2,000 calories a day at my current weight. My basic metabolic rate is 2,500, give or take about a dozen. And that's assuming I sit at my computer all day. I'm also adding in some strolls, some walking daily, especially now that winter is over. And I've not accounted for that because so far my strolls have been, I live in a little cul-de-sac and literally just do a couple laps around the block and call it a day, and that's my exercise. And I've I've lost those 40 pounds now without doing the daily strolls around the neighborhood. Just sitting at my computer and eating whatever the appropriate calorie amount. Because as you lose weight, your basic metabolic rate will go down. When I started, it was at 2,600. That's how words work. And so I started out a little bit too extreme with a 2,600 basic metabolic rate. I was eating 1,600 calories and I dropped fat really quickly. But I'm going to slow that down a little bit to avoid losing the muscle mass. Because I'm maintaining my muscle mass while losing unneeded body fat. And I've been avoiding buying a gym subscription. And part of that has definitely been budgetary restrictions. And I had a thought today that I thought I would share. If you're wanting to lose weight and the weather outside is not fantastic, whatever that means to you, raining or snowing or too hot or freezing or whatever, then there's nothing stopping you from buying a Costco membership or going to a big box store. And by big box store, it could be Home Depot or Lowe's or even just a lap around Walmart or a grocery store. In my local area, we have Safeway for grocery stores, and my local Safeway is open 24/7. So like, if it's dark and you're like, ah, crap, I want to walk, but I didn't, and now it's dark, don't have a reflective vest or something, go to the grocery store. Why not? It is fully within your power to go to a store and avoid spending money, right? And or buy a bottle of water, or buy eggs, or buy one item or something. And if self-control with spending is an issue, then go to a store you would normally never go to that has a large footprint, and go there. Like, nothing's stopping you from going to the hobby shop. And if you're not a DIYer, if you're not a DIY kind of person, nothing's stopping you from going to Home Depot and walking through the aisles of chisels, saws, and drill bits that you give zero shits about. Right? Why not? And if it helps, you can use the mantra, or you can say, like, while I'm in the shop today, I am buying only what is necessary and nothing extra. Or if you intend to go into the shop without buying anything, just be like, I appreciate that this is open for me, and I have the intention of spending zero money. And then once you've declared that, once you've set that mindset for yourself, walk around Home Depot. Who cares? Oops, almost fell on an acorn. Wrong, pine cone. Do a couple of hot laps around Costco and get some free samples. Why not? And when budgets allow, then get a gym subscription. If you're like me, where previous gym subscriptions went completely unused, and you're just now introducing a literal stroll around the neighborhood as new exercise, maybe you don't need a gym yet. Maybe you are better served just every day doing a couple of hot laps around Walmart or something. Food for thought. Hope that helps. Battery's low, so this is where I'll end today's message. Thank you all. Thank you all for watching. Talk at you later.